Today we're going back in time with another Throwback Thursday, and we're talking about Nickelodeon and their brand new Splat channel and how they stole our idea and they stole our thing that we've been doing, and we're here to get our dues and our proper reimbursement and royalty fees. So here it is, another Throwback Thursday on the Natural Habitat Podcast.
The Natural Habitat Podcast. Habitat Podcast. The Natural Habitat Podcast.
Yeah, get those out.
Yep. Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, everybody. My name is Mikey B.
My name's Unknown.
And we are here on another Throwback Thursday, and we're here to address something that has been brought to our attention. The Throwback Thursdays, we started it. People used to post pictures of them when they were kids and be like, Throwback Thursday. And we were like, that's a great idea. We're going to run with that and turn it into a theme for our podcast on Thursdays. And then somehow the old fucks at Nickelodeon that are still around saw our idea, saw how big Throwback Thursdays were. They're catching on. We get a lot of plays on these episodes, and they stole our idea, and they're starting the new Splat Network, which is an old school throwback Nickelodeon. It has all of your favorites: Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, all of that shit, and pretty much. The main thing is that we're upset. We'd like to get across the point that we have our Hebrews on it, and our lawyers are looking up everything that we could possibly use while we get high, and they're gonna figure out the best route for us to file suit and gain control of the Splat network. So at the end of the day, we will be CEOs of Splat, and we will control programming as well as write a bio, because they don't have one.
Oh, we have breaking news right now from the lawyers. They said there ain't shit we could do about it because we basically stole the idea from reliving their memories. So they gave us those memories when we were children, so they said that we can't sue them for the rights to have them back.
God damn it, but there are memories. They belong to us.
I know.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk to the executives. We're going to get a new team. I don't like our lawyers anyway. They always look at me funny. Whenever I come in, they look at me like I'm less than them. You know what I mean?
They still don't even let me in the building when I show up. You know what I mean? Like, they make me do security check.
Yeah, they act like they don't know who you are.
Jump through all these hoops and shit. Yeah, they're like, who the fuck are you?
You're like, I'm recording a show here, and you're like, yeah, anybody could say that. And
right,
I've seen them hassling you down there, and I usually don't do anything because I don't want to get searched, because I bring in a lot of stuff in here I'm not supposed to.
Yep.
So
assholes.
So when I heard about the Splat Network, I was pretty excited. I love my old school Nickelodeon. I have a few DVDs that I've acquired of Real Monsters. And, old school shows like that. Pete and Pete, season 1, I got that. So, for all of this to be on TV and I could just fill up my DVR, it was good news.
Yeah, you were always guaranteed to be entertained, for sure. Even back then, they were really smart about it, and they would just have blocks, like cartoon blocks of, like, time slots where all the best shows would just be on one after another. And they basically, like, were your after school care program. They were like the Boys and Girls Club for after school or something. Like, you get home and you put on these shows and you were entertained plus kept busy at the same time.
Yep. And whether you preferred the drama of Hey Dude, the postmodern sensibility of Clarissa Explains It All, or the gross out humor of Ren and Stimpy, if you were a kid in the 90s, there's a good chance your favorite TV channel was Nickelodeon. Could you tell I was reading that?
No.
All right, good. Because I made that up off the top of my head. That wasn't something else that somebody else wrote.
Definitely not. We don't do stuff like that here.
Yeah, this is all organic, coming off the fly. Off the fly?
This is definitely not the natural Jewish podcast.
No. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Why you got to be so anti-Semitic?
Well, we don't plagiarize like the fat Jew.
Oh, there it is. Now I see the connection. Yeah. The fat Jewish.
Ding, ding, ding.
Fat Jewish? Fat Jew.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's gone, right?
No.
He's still around and he's still making memes?
He never made any. He's still stealing them, I'm sure. And then he just tags their name at the bottom. Doesn't even say that it came from them or whatever. He just puts a tag at the end of each post. He's
still up to it, even though he's been called out multiple times. He was called out to all of our listeners, as well as Joe Rogan's listeners. He has about half as many as we do. So, that's a lot of people.
Here's the thing: we made a big deal out of it, but it doesn't really affect us, And for the general public, things like this don't really affect them. So, they care about it, but not enough to stop following them. You know what I mean? People that is a more common thing, I feel is that if it doesn't directly affect your life, then you tend to not worry about it as much. Look at how many fans still listen to Rick Ross, the rapper, Yeah. Even though they know that his real name is Officer William Roberts of the Miami-Dade Correctional Officer Facility or what the fuck ever, he stole his entire persona, his beard, his name, the whole story behind his name, the theme behind it, every single thing was stolen from another man's life. The real Rick Ross. Yeah. And he still has fans. He still has fucking #1 albums. He owns a chain of fucking buffalo wing places, and they're super successful right now. And what I mean? He even has the audacity to sue other groups. He had a lawsuit against LMFAO right now for the Party Rock song because they said "Every Day I'm Shuffling." And he said that it's too close to his song, "Every Day I'm Hustling." So he was trying to sue them over that shit, and he lost the lawsuit.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's that's one of the saddest stories ever because I want to get Freeway Rick Ross on the podcast because
me too.
He does his rounds a lot, and what happens for people that don't know the story, we pretty much covered a lot of it. It was the real Rick Ross was a drug dealer in LA and he went to prison. And then this fake Rick Ross that's famous now, he was a correction officer, heard the story, saw the guy, stole his name, stole his gimmick, and then started making music and got famous off of it. Well, the real Rick Ross was sitting in jail and he taught himself how to read, taught himself how to write, and then learned law in the prison library, and then represented himself in court and appealed his charge and got himself out of prison. So after he did all of that, he filed suit against Rick Ross and was like, "You've been using my name and my likeness, so all I want is a little bit of money, like a little kickback." It wasn't even anything. I want to say it was 4% of everything that Rick Ross has made, 4% of his current estate or whatever. And he lost the suit, and fucking it got tossed out in court, and that's fucking sad as fuck, dude. This dude lost a lot of his life, and all he wanted was just a little bit of money. And
yeah, well, see, and that's where the power comes from. You know what I mean? It comes from holding weight and having a fan base. You know what I mean? So that's why this got brought up, anyways. It's Fat Jew is still around because people don't care enough to stop following him, and you know what I mean, and to really stick up for the small people that actually wrote the shit, because they don't know who those small people are. They don't know if they like them. They know they already like the Fat Jew's Instagram because he posts funny shit all the time. They don't care if the shit belongs to him or not, and that is single-handedly what's wrong with music, what's wrong with fucking movies, what's obviously wrong with Instagram, is fair weather fans. You know what I mean? Like, people like people because it's trendy instead of because if they actually like them or not. You know what I mean? Like, people don't really take out the time to search out the things that they might actually care about. You know, like, it's not like when we were kids, you know? Like, when we were kids, we just got to sit around and watch Nickelodeon all day, and we knew that we liked that. We didn't form an opinion based on what other kids at school thought, because other kids at school weren't at your house watching them shows with you. You were there by yourself, you know what I mean? Or however the scenario was. So we need to go back to that, really. We need to, you know what I mean? We need to get people to be more genuine with who they support, you know? And the same thing travels all through music, is the fact that, you know, there's so much local talent in probably every city across the entire country, and none of them are ever going to have a chance to do anything until their own people in their own city get behind them and start supporting them. You know what I mean? It's like, you want your city on the map, pick the best person from your city and support them and get them out there, and they will succeed, and your town will succeed and become successful from it. And you know what I mean? So,
yeah, it used to happen all the time, and now it happens less and less.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know, I think that we have a lot of listeners out here that, you know, support us a lot and listen to, you know, every episode, help share it, do all that, and you know, we're really thankful for you guys. Our listeners are different than you know, I see less people coming and going, and a lot of people here like to stay, you know what I mean, that are constantly supporting us.
I agree.
And we appreciate it. Y'all the shit. This got off topic real quick. What were we talking about in the beginning that started? Oh yeah, Nickelodeon. That's right. That's what started this whole thing. You tried to bring it back too. That was good.
I was on it.
Yeah. So
your favorite show out of all the shows you think that they're gonna bring back on Splat, which one do you think?
I'd say the one that I'm looking forward to the most would be Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark was my shit.
I thought it was Rocket Power. I was going to say it's probably Rocket Power.
Rocket Power? Well, I'm not really crushing as hard on the sister as I used to, so it's going to be Are You Afraid of the Dark or Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah, Rocko's was dope. Rocko's Modern Life was super sick. It was super weird, but really funny. Like, the humor in it was really good, and it was something different about it that would just like draw you in and make you watch the whole episode like intensely. You know, you were always like, something crazy was always about to happen on that show.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that in the first season, the restaurant that Rocko worked at in Rocko's Modern Life was named the Choky Chicken, and then they changed it to the Chewy Chicken because it was too close to like choking a chicken?
That's awesome.
Yep. So there was a lot of little things like that. Like I was also really into Doug when I was a kid. I watched Doug a lot, and I was looking up shit, and I found out that the Doug's neighbors, the Dinks, it was like an older couple, and they were all like green or blue or some shit. They their name was an acronym for Double Income No Kids, Dink. And they didn't have any kids, and they just had all kinds of disposable income, and they were always buying weird shit. Like every time that he came home, Mr. Dink was out in the yard like playing with something new. And you know, Doug was there was also something about his sister, how she was like in drama class and shit. She was named after Shakespeare's sister. And something else fresh about Doug. I don't know. But the people that made Doug were obviously high because of the Quailman character, where he wore his underwear on the outside of his pants and a belt on his head. You don't come up with that when you're sober.
Yeah, what's his deal with Pauly Shore? Why is Pauly Shore is going to have something to do with the Splat?
Is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Well, I've
seen him multiple things.
Yeah,
me too. Pauly Shore's dope.
I know that the Nickelodeon slime, I'm looking forward to that. And if there's going to be any sort of live action shows, I mean, it's going to be all old school shit, but if they're going to do any sort of live in between things that are new, recorded now, because there's been a lot of different ingredients for the slime over the years, and it always changed. It was mostly cream of wheat with green food coloring and Johnson's baby shampoo. And then they added cottage cheese to it after a while. And when they made Double Dare, they had to change it because the lights on the set would bake the cream of wheat and make it all thick. So they made it with applesauce. And then all the slime was made with applesauce after that. And, you know, I'm wondering what they would make slime with today. If they would still make it with a bunch of foods, all ghetto, or if they would make some sort of nasty, like, chemical concoction that's totally safe for you and spray it on everybody.
Yeah, I don't know what they would use. I think it would be cool for them to bring back some of the live action shows, though, like any of them. Like Family Double Dare would be really good again.
Or Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, Legend of the Hidden Temple would be super.
And they
dope.
could have the set exactly the same as it was in the 90s, and all the games exactly the same. Only you can go and compete like with your family or whatever, like they used to do.
Yeah, I think those would be really smart to bring back, because there's not a lot of shit like that anymore. Anyways, you know, there's not a lot of activity type family shows like that. So I think they would probably do really good.
Yeah, and then there was that show, You Can't Do That on Television. Do you remember that show?
I don't know.
It was like a live action thing, and they had kids on. It's almost like a Kid Say the Darndest Thing kind of thing or something like that. And there was this dude, Roger Price. He was like before Mark Summers, and he was the one that started sliming kids every time that they said, "I don't know," because he thought it was annoying. Like, this dude hated kids. So he would fucking slime them and dump water on them all the time, because he thought it was funny. And then people started getting pissed off, and then he started paying people. Every time that you got slimed, you would get $25, and then it became okay. So he was just paying to dump this shit on kids, and everybody loved it. The audience responded to it, so it picked up, and all the other shows started doing it. And then at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award, you get slimed and the whole deal. So it's a weird thing that it just came from some old man that hated kids.
Yeah, it figures.
It all stems out of child abuse.
So do some of the best things in life.
Yeah. And also, the creators of Ghostbusters tried to sue Roger Price, this old fuck. And it turns out that he's been sliming kids since 1974. So the Ghostbusters guys like pulled out the lawsuit because apparently they stole the slime from him. Someone stole the green slime idea from someone.
I don't think they really translate that.
Yeah, I think it's totally different. Plus, that was animated at the time.
And one's a fucking ghost slime, like a ectoplasm or whatever they said it is. You know what I'm saying? It was something else. It wasn't like fucking cool slime that you just pour on people like Nickelodeon slime. Nickelodeon slime was like a thing of its own.
I know. I always wanted to like get slimed when I was a kid. I was like, yeah. And then now as an adult, I don't know if I want that on me.
What was that other show where they used to play all the slime games outside? Like, I can't remember.
There's too many of them.
It was back in the Hey Dude era, and like they'd have all these challenges they'd have to do outside, and they had all these different teams, and they wore like different colored shirts, and they I just can't remember the name of the show.
Well, I'm sure someone will call in. Call in if you know the name of the show. It's 1-800 Natural Habitat Podcast Incorporated. Dial that. Dial that on your phone.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, but we paid extra for all the numbers.
Most people give up like halfway through. They can't remember all the numbers.
Well, good luck. Call in and help us.
All right, let's get a smoke session going.
Yeah, definitely. In honor of this smoke session, another fact that I found out while reading some shit about Mark Summers is that the crew and cast of Double Dare were all heavy drug users, supposedly, according to him, and they would call the slime gack after like a street name for heroin. And I remember Nickelodeon gack was a thing. They sold it at the store, and it was
Nice.
a little ball of slime. Nickelodeon gack. So that shit ran for a while, and they had inside jokes. Like, imagine if we made shit for kids and we just called it like the dank ball, and we were like, ha ha ha.
I don't think that would pass though. That's like, gack didn't seem like a real thing, so it could have been anything. But
Yeah.
dank, dank is a real word besides the term for weed. So I don't know if
Nickelodeon
that would fly.
gack. It's like, why not just call it slime? Why did they call it gack? There also was some sort of thing where a bunch of people left Nickelodeon and went to Disney, and like a bunch of voice people and animators and shit. And I want to say Nickelodeon came under new management, and everything changed. So maybe they lost the rights to slime for a while, and they had to call it gack.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But let us smoke. Everybody's got their pipes and bongs ready to go.
And hashtags.
And hashtags, NHP smoke sesh. So let's make it happen.
Word.
Oh. What are you smoking on?
Minibus. I'm smoking on the cheese, brother. Booyah.
Oh, the cheese.
Smoking on some cheese. Keeping it real old school for this 90s episode.
Hell yeah. That cheese is, that's one of my favorite strains, man.
Drink your gin and tonica and smoke your marijuana.
Amenibus.
Minibus.
All right. That music comes in handy.
Well, it's been a while, and
Been a while.
We've had some really good themes on the last couple of Throwback Thursdays, but we've been lacking in one element. We haven't been playing our favorite game.
I know what you're talking about. Are we gonna play Guess
what I'm
That
saying?
theme song?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit!
It's time to bring it back, because that's like one of the original Throwback Thursday themes.
Yep.
Was to play Guess the Theme Song, so we're definitely gonna have to keep that going. And there's no better time than the Splat to appear.
That's right. I agree. So everybody, if you don't know the rules are like this. We are gonna each play a song. We're gonna take turns playing an old school theme song from a cartoon show in the 90s or what have you, and the other person is gonna try to guess. You guys at home can play along. You guess before we say it, and then if we say it and you guess it right, you get a point, and you are the only one that knows if you really got it right or not. So
no cheating, motherfucker.
no cheating. This is on the honor system. It's like when you go out to like a farm and they have a table full of watermelons and there's just a box on the table that you put money in. It's the honor system. We're just trusting that you're gonna tell us the right score that you got, and then you post your score, and whoever got the highest score wins $10,000. So
Yeah.
that's
Don't put your dick in the box just because it says tip on it. Don't put your dick in the box.
That's right. Plus, it might get stuck because most of the slots are, long rectangular shaped and not really circle shaped. So if you got a pancake dick, then go ahead and stick your dick in there. That's fine. But otherwise, don't do it.
Waffles.
All right. So you going first? Give me a song. Let's go. We're live.
All right. Let's go for a hard one.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that is what she said.
A whore.
Here we go. This is a good one right here.
All right. Hold on. Let me guess. Let me see.
All right, go.
It sounds really familiar. I remember the tempo, and it's like, ooh. I remember that. I remember seeing some sort of animal on screen. Some sort of upset, like an upset badger. Angry beavers.
Yep. What a dummy. I knew that was coming to, and I totally didn't even think about stopping it.
Well, it happens. All right. Are you ready?
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good point.
Thanks. Thank you. I'm really proud of that because I had no idea what it was until I heard it. So I'm glad that happened. And this one might even say the name in the song. I'm not sure. We'll see.
A lot of them do. That's a problem.
Assume the crash position. Hold on tight. Take a deep breath for a new kind of cartoon show.
I feel like it's about to say it.
I know it. Yeah. I don't know. I know it, but I don't know it.
It's Kablam.
Oh yeah. See, I knew it. Kablam.
Kablam. That was a tough one. I probably wouldn't have known it.
It was a tough one. It's like it was right there too. Like I knew it. I felt really dumb for not knowing the name right away.
Well,
I was thinking cartoon in my head for some reason, and then I was like, no, wait, it's not a cartoon.
All right, you got one?
Oh no.
We're 1-0.
All right, let's see. Okay.
Oh, man, I know it. Oh, fuck. That sounds so...
Yeah,
I know it.
you do know it.
Is it Rocket Power?
Nope.
What is it?
It's Ren and Stimpy.
God damn it.
And you know what? There's a lot of things that sound similar to that. That sounds just like a song from the fucking Flintstones movie.
Right?
Also. And just a lot of things in that genre, I guess, whatever that genre is. But yeah, that's a hard one.
All right, I got one for you.
A lot of these are really hard.
Yeah, I don't even know
because
if
we do know them, but we know so many, it's like hard to decipher.
and it's been so long, they're just kind of in there unlabeled, in the unlabeled folder of our memory bank.
Yeah, they're just floating around in there.
Random theme song, number 12.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's mighty strange. You looking at the leading range. I can you settle your bed? Or have you picked your target yet? Listen, big. Don't your dog bite? Listen, big.
Wow, I have no idea how you're gonna guess that, and that was a horrible song. I don't remember that.
I don't know
at all.
I do remember it. I do remember it. For sure remember it. Just don't remember what show.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you one more. That one doesn't count because that was too obscure. It was Pete and Pete.
It was?
Yeah.
We run, we jump, we swim and play. We roll and go on trips. But the thing that lasts forever are our dear friendships. Can't wanna. We hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you.
You know what it is?
Nope.
Salute your shorts.
I do, but salute your shorts. Hey, that might be the show I was thinking of earlier.
Where
they do all the outside games and shit.
Yeah, but I don't
And
think
they have like
I don't think they
different
did
colored
slime
shirts
shit.
for their teams or whatever.
Maybe, yeah. I guess you're right.
Oh no, maybe not.
Who knows?
Yeah. Damn, we suck today.
All right, what else you got?
All right. Let's see.
I knew it was Hey Arnold. Ah!
It's twice I gave it away.
Yep, I knew it. All right, give me another one. You got another one queued up?
Nah, you got that one. It's cool.
All right, since we're letting the listeners use the honor system, then we're also going to use the honor system. And I knew that it was Hey Arnold before they said it.
Yeah, that one's for you.
I was like 70% sure that it was Hey Arnold. So,
all right, I'll give it to you anyways. You got it. I fucked it up too.
All right, let's see. I got one.
Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's all that.
I don't know. I don't know what that could be.
Oh man.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, that was all that.
What a theme song too.
God damn.
Great job,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon. Get straight to the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? What's that? It's all that.
What?
Shit. That's basically saying the same thing.
You right?
Good shit. All right. Here's another one.
One fine day with a whoop and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue buzzard, no three-eyed frog, just a feline, canine little cat dog.
What the fuck? Wow.
Almost all of them say the name.
Yeah.
So
All right. I didn't know.
good.
I didn't know what it was at all. I would have known after a while. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. But it was all like,
It's just such a funny song. You know?
he was just like, one day a baby was born. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this?
Oh, good shit, man.
Oh, man. All right.
So fun.
I got one more. I think you'll get this one.
All right. Probably not, but all right.
That's dope.
Is it Are You Afraid of the Dark?
You goddamn right it is. The Midnight Society. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark was my shit.
I was gonna say Goosebumps, and
yeah,
I'm glad I.
That's close too, but Goosebumps is more like up tempo, like dun 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 dun. Let's see.
Right.
I'm gonna look it up right now because.
Here's one that you can never guess.
All right, lay it on me. You had to stop it before it said the name? Rocco's Modern Life? Rocco's Modern Life.
They all say it. Almost all of them say it.
Okay, check it out. You know what that is?
No, but I think we played that before too.
No, that's the Goosebumps.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't we play that on something?
I want to say, yeah, that we used it for some sort of opening for something. It's what we do, man. Really it's what we do on Thursdays. We play theme songs.
Yep. Themes for Thursdays.
Yep.
Fuck a throwback.
I found out,
Hold on.
Is it the Rugrats?
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
Good job. Good job.
Good job to you. It didn't say the name in that one.
Yeah, I know. That fucking one and only one. Here, let's try this one. Yeah.
Whoa, what was that?
Whoa.
We are rock. I don't know what it is.
It's Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. God damn it. All right. That's it. That's enough theme songs. I'm getting up.
Hold on.
They're all stringing together. The Wild Thornberries.
See, you're good at this.
Was that it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job.
So,
Mikey for the win today.
I won today. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Calm down. If anybody out there got 100% and got everything right, then we owe you $10,000. So we're using the honor system. Let us know.
Fuck you want from me? A cookie?
Yeah, we've already paid out more than $3 billion at DraftKings.com. So, so you can enter to win today.
Yeah.
That sounded a lot like a commercial. We're not sponsored by them. Don't go there.
So those are all pretty hard. There were so many 90s shows, so many 90s Nickelodeon shows.
Yep.
Actually. And they did a good job. All their theme songs were really catchy. I remembered every single one of them. Even though if I didn't remember the name of the show, I remembered every single one of those songs for sure.
Yeah.
They had a good team, or whoever's making all their shit. A lot of them sounded really similar too. A lot of them sounded like they're made by the same people or something.
Yeah, but I found out that back in the 90s, Nickelodeon was low budget and it was non-union. So a lot of the actors and people that worked on the show and people that did, musical scores and stuff, they don't get residuals for any of the old shit that plays. Like most people, every time that something airs, they get a little chunk from it. And a lot of people are still living off residuals, and none of these people are getting paid for the shit that they did. So that's kind of fucked up. So no one's probably they're probably not gonna get paid for the relaunch.
I don't know, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah, they need some lawyers.
Yeah.
And then I also found out that when I was looking up some facts, Nickelodeon facts, I found out that show You Can't Do That on Television, where the guy that hated kids, he wouldn't allow parents on the set. It was only kids allowed in there, so he could embarrass them and throw slime on them, and their parents couldn't stand up for him, which is a weird thing. This guy was fucking crazy. And then I also found out that
either crazy or he might have been really smart.
Yeah, very true.
Because kids are like manipulative, you know what I'm saying? So if their parents are there, they would like cry on purpose or do something to make their parents feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? That type of shit too. So maybe it's smart to not have parents involved in a lot of those shows.
It's true.
Because then kids had to like be around other kids and like, you know what I'm saying? Be tough about it and shit.
Yeah, and then the kids are their real selves when they're around other kids. Kids get weird when you put them together.
Yeah, for sure. Imaginations are crazy.
Uh-huh. And then I found out that the Midnight Society kids that were around the campfire in Are You Afraid of the Dark, they were never allowed to be shown lighting the fire on television. So they didn't want kids to start fires. So every time that the episode started, the fire was already lit. And there was a few where they showed up and it was like everybody was late, and a couple people showed up and they're like, where's everybody at? And it was all dark and there was no fire. I remember those episodes. And then they would start a fire, but they would never show it. It would just cut to the next scene. All of a sudden there's a fire, and they just implied that I guess a parent came or Smokey the Bear came and lit the fire for them and made it all safe and then left.
Damn, there's some crazy facts on here actually. Like, Casio offered Nickelodeon $1 million to put its logo on the Double Dare clock, and they turned it down.
Yep.
That was probably a lot of money back in the day, especially for a TV show.
Fuck
for like
yeah.
an advertisement. $1 million advertisement for a TV show? That's crazy.
And then in Nickelodeon Studios, they used to print the Nickelodeon blimp logo on their toilet paper, but people kept stealing the rolls, so they switched to plain toilet paper. So I wonder how much those are for sale, if people still have them and selling them on eBay or some shit.
Them on eBay, yeah. I'm sure.
I'm going to get some.
Yeah.
Wipe my ass with Nickelodeon blimps. I don't know what the point, why. It's like here at the Natural Habitat office, we don't have Natural Habitat logos on our toilet paper. We don't want you to wipe your ass and wipe shit all over our logo. You know what I mean? Our logo should be clean, pristine, and made out of diamonds, like not covered in shit. I don't know what they were thinking. Who wants to, look down? Because, I don't know about anybody else out there, but I'm going to get real right now. When I take a shit and I wipe my ass, I look at the toilet paper to make sure how much shit I got left on my ass, whether I need to keep wiping. You know what I mean? You don't just wipe blind and then just hope you're good. So while looking at that, what you would see is a Nickelodeon logo covered in feces. And that's how you'll remember it.
People
That's
do
how
it all the time. People put their face on urine cakes and shit. People do like all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like, why do you want to be remembered like that? Covered in shit and piss. I understand if you're like Spitman or something, but otherwise, there really is no need for it.
So it says here that Alex Mack of the Secret World of Alex Mack was written for a male character.
Yeah, it's very true.
It makes sense because it's a boy's name.
Yeah, and she was a real tomboy in the show. She had the big flannel shirt and the backwards hat, and was like, "Don't tell me I live my life, bro," and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought she was kind of cute when I was a kid, though. I had a crush on her.
What else? The Double Dare set was made to look like a bathroom.
Yeah. Did you know that Billy West, the guy who did the voice of Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, is also the voice of Fry from Futurama?
It's cool.
Still working, still doing work inside the voice studio. That's like the best gig. It's like what we do, only getting paid like twice as much money. Roughly.
Probably way more.
Yeah, roughly twice as much. And you get to show up to work. You don't have to like shave, or you don't. In your case, you don't have to put a shirt on, and you could just kind of come in and sit down on a stool, and you read your script, and you do your voice, and you drink your tea, and it's like it's a cush job. You never have to be in front of a camera, and you just get paid bank. And then every time they replay it, as long as you didn't make it back in the 90s, every time they replay it,
you didn't
get
have
money.
to get slime.
Yeah, no slime involved. It was all cartoon slime that, you don't have to clean off.
Yep. They had it made.
Mm-hmm. And then a lot of people know that Mark Hamill was the Joker in the Batman animated series, but a lot of people don't know that he was also Hobgoblin in the old school Spider-Mans, which for a while aired on Nickelodeon. And
Right.
Mark Hamill is also, he's like a crossover back and forth, but he's been doing voiceover work forever, for years. So Mark Hamill knows what's up because he's Luke Skywalker. So if Luke Skywalker is doing voiceover work, then you know that that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Because he could do anything.
I mean, we're down to do it. Anybody need voiceover roles? Hire us at the Natural Habitat. We do all kinds of voices for free.
Yeah, I do an old man voice that's spot on.
We heard it.
I could also do Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I could do Kelsey Grammer.
Nice.
I'm not going to do them right now, but I can do them.
All right.
They can be done.
We'll bust those out at another time.
One day.
We'll do a whole voiceover episode.
That'd be fun. I want to
It
do.
would be fun, actually.
I want to start doing characters and shit. Like one episode. I mean, I don't mean to break the third wall immediately, but one episode, it could be like you interviewing somebody, and I won't be here, but I'll like do the other guy's voice, and you'll be like, I got an interview with so and so, and then we'll just do an hour-long in-character interview.
Nice.
Super high. That'll just probably be weird.
And we won't tell anybody about it, so they'll never know it was you.
Yep, except for people that are listening to this and remember this. All right, let's change the subject. Let's hurry up and change the subject so people don't remember.
Yeah.
SpongeBob. I read a thing that said, I haven't really looked that deep into it, but I found this thing that says that all the main characters in SpongeBob represent the 7 deadly sins. So can you see any sort of comparison with that?
I don't know. I'm not a religious person.
Yeah, but 5 of the 7 deadly sins at least, right?
I probably live them.
Let's do them. Let's go through. There's envy. Is that one? There's envy.
Oh.
There's wrath. There's sloth, gluttony, greed. There's pride and lust. 7.
Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
And I'm trying to see how this is connected with SpongeBob. So
Yeah.
let's see. It says okay, so Patrick is the sloth and Squidward is the wrath. He's always angry, trying to get revenge. Mr. Krabs is greed. Totally makes sense. Plankton is envy. That also makes sense. Gary is gluttony. Because SpongeBob always has to feed Gary, I guess.
All right.
Sandy is Pride, the squirrel that always drinks and fucks everything up. And then SpongeBob is Lust. So, I guess. I don't know.
It's kind of reaching.
Yeah, that's a far reach.
I don't know what SpongeBob lusts for.
It says that he has an
Camaraderie's a plum oddity with some modesty.
Damn, that was loud as hell. It says that he has some sort of extreme love for everybody and always is like crazy in love with someone in every episode or wants to be best friends with somebody. I don't know. I think that that's a far stretch.
Yeah, me too.
But, yeah.
Is that going to be on there too? SpongeBob going to be on the Splat?
I'm pretty sure SpongeBob's still on, so I don't think so. I think they're going to focus more on stuff that's been canceled. But then again, I'm not sure. They don't have a bio at all. They just have a bunch of pictures and little videos and shit. So I'm assuming it's going to be, they're going to bring back a bunch of shit that died and just start playing old episodes starting back from the beginning of the seasons. So
I wonder when they're going to put a list of shows. I want to see the whole list. I want to see everything because I'm kind of excited about it. It's like going to give my nephews and nieces a chance to watch shit that we grew up on.
exactly.
And, you know, I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it teaches, a lot of these shows teach good lessons and, you know, real lessons. And
get you out doing shit. There's no cell phones or computer shit anywhere in none of the shows. It's all just like imagination and actual doing shit.
yeah, it definitely exercises your mind. So I think a certain amount of TV for kids is good for you. Just as long as you don't park them in front of the TV 24/7. But if you do park them in front of the TV 24/7, make sure it's on the Splat Network. And they'll be fine.
And not Throwback Thursdays because we're not for kids.
Yeah, we are not for kids. But if you want to let your kids listen to us and grow up all fucked up, that's fine. But this show's kind of just for people that have already grown up and are fucked up. And
It's only for big kids.
yeah, that's right. So that's it. That's another Thursday down the drain.
It's all she wrote.
So thank you for joining us, everybody. For all you people that have stayed that started listening to us for the Shelby Chong interview and stuck around, thank you. Welcome to our congregation. We have our Church of Cannabis online on Facebook, and we also have our Natural Habitat Podcast community on Facebook that you can go join and become part of the action. Come talk to us. Come be a friendly friend and make your presence known. Also, say nice things. Say nice things about us or about your friends. You could even say mean things.
Don't be a D-bag.
Don't be a D-bag. But if you are, we won't censor you or block your posts. But if you come to our group and promote your stuff, I'll get a little upset. But as long as you are also an active member of the community and not just promoting your stuff, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Also, side note, we know you have cell phones. Most of them iPhones. If you have an iPhone, do us a favor and go subscribe on iTunes and rate and leave a comment.
Very true. And if you do that, all your wildest dreams will come true.
Yeah, you could win $1 million.
So,
Maybe.
maybe. You never know. Your best bet at that would probably be DraftKings.com. Once again, we are not sponsored by DraftKings.com. And don't go there. I don't know why I keep bringing it up.
The Natural Habitat Podcast.